Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Mike, and I'm back for week 3 of God's Good Creation VBS 2021. If you are joining us for the first time this summer, God's Good Creation VBS is a hybrid vacation Bible school from several area Lutheran congregations open to everyone who wants to learn a little bit more about God's awesome love for all of us. We are very excited to be offering both virtual learning and in-person learning opportunities. For the next 3 more weeks, on Mondays, you will be able to access this opening video as well as some really cool yoga videos. All of this is to help you prepare for a fun-filled Wednesday of in-person and virtual VBS activities at New Hanover Lutheran Church. There is an adult VBS offering from 10 to 11:30 in the morning, and then the kids of all ages can join us from 6:30 to 8 in the evening. If you are traveling or feel more comfortable being at home, you can join us virtually as well. Check out the VBS website here for more details. Okay, now that we have reviewed all of that, it's time to get started on this week's opening video. Our theme this week is God made everyone different and important. If you read today's Bible verse from chapter 13 in 1 Corinthians, you will learn more about how and why God did this wonderful thing. So, if you have some time before Wednesday, grab your Bible and find 1 Corinthians verses 4 to 6 and 14 to 18 to read the details. Maybe get the whole family together for Bible story time. On Wednesday, then, you will hear all of this again and then have the chance to do a ton of super cool activities that focus on this important lesson from God. Now, that brings us to my favorite part of this VBS opening video. I call this segment Talking to the Experts. Each week, I get to interview guests who are experts in helping fight the worldwide problem of hunger. Now, one of our big ideas for VBS this summer is to use our creativity to work on this very serious problem of hunger. There are people all over this world who struggle with having enough food to live. This is certainly a really big problem to tackle, but we know we can do it because God created us to be creative, and God said that we are all very good. Now, so far this summer, we have met Gordy Goat and the 3 chicks, Click, Cluck, and Steve. All of these talented animals work within an organization called ELCA World Hunger as God's helpers for people who are having trouble finding enough food to live healthy and productive lives. Now this week we have, let me check my notes. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. This week we have Beatrice the Bee. Beatrice, welcome to the show.
What? Oh, hello, everyone. Mr. Mike, it's great to be here.
That's funny, Beatrice. We are glad you have some time to join us because we heard there's a lot you can teach us today.
Nice. Well, I will do my best to help all of you human beings to better understand what it's like to be a honeybee.
Okay then, let's get started. I know I speak for many of us when I say many humans find bees kind of scary to be around. You guys are always buzzing around really fast, and sometimes you fall into drinks at picnics.
Well, first off, if we're at a picnic, it will only be the girls like me. Only lady bees are foragers. That's my job. I'm a forager. Being a forager means we get to go out searching for sweet stuff like nectar from flowers. So if one of us falls into your drink, it's probably because we're attracted by the sweet stuff in the drink.
Interesting job. Now, I am told there are actually many different jobs for bees. Could you explain?
Be glad to. So, a bee's first job is to care for the larva. Larva is what we call baby bees. Then, after you're good at that, you can go on to building the honeycombs for the beehive. which is where we live. Next, you get the nectar from the foragers. After that, you can be a guard bee. And only then can you be a forager like me. It's a pretty big deal.
Oh my, that certainly is a lot of different jobs. Sounds like there's a job for every bee in your beehive.
Well, you folks are learning about partnerships this week, right? Well, bees are all about partnership. Everyone has their own special and unique job, and it takes everyone working together to help make a beehive run. It's like Paul said in 1 Corinthians, "Now there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are varieties of services, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who activates all of them in everyone."
That is very true. Speaking of partnerships, I heard honeybees are partners with ELCA World Hunger. Can you tell us about that?
Oh my goodness! Bees are super helpful in the fight against hunger. First off, our beeswax and our honey can be gathered and made into all sorts of wonderful products. Delicious honey, of course, but also other things like candles and soaps. Beekeeper families can sell these products as a small business. And just our presence makes our community's farms more productive. We're also a partner to plants. When we fly around gathering pollen, we help to pollinate the plants so they grow more produce. Now, this partnership with ELCA World Hunger is really a true partnership. Good for bees and people. We bees are facing a lot of trouble right now with climate change and less space to forage, and this really scary thing called colony collapse. That's when a whole bee colony just falls apart and no one really knows why. When people keep beehives, it helps because there will be more of us good, healthy bees in the world. That's good for farmers and bees.
Wow! Bees are doing some really awesome things to help fight the hunger problem. But I have to ask you one more thing. What's the deal with this stinging thing you do? You know, that can actually really hurt.
Oh, Mr. Mike, you need to understand that honeybees only sting people when we are scared or trying to protect our beehives. If you are kind, caring, and compassionate, we just want to be friends.
Well, that sounds great to me. Beatrice, thank you so much for being here today. If you have any time on Wednesday, please join us for some fun stuff at New Hanover Lutheran Church.
Thanks, Mr. Mike, for the invite. I will try. I think one of my friends might be going Wednesday. Her name is Buzz, and she is great. See ya!
Well, there you have it, my friends. Beatrice the Bee, just one of thousands of honeybees who are powerful partners of ELCA World Hunger, working together to find ways to end hunger. I think the biggest thing I learned is that we all have different skills and talents that we can use to be kind, caring, and compassionate children of God. We can all make a difference and work together to build a better world for all of us, because God made everyone different and important. So don't forget to join us on Wednesday evening, when you will have more opportunities to learn about the ELCA World Hunger Program and honeybees like Beatrice. Well, that's it for now. On behalf of Beatrice the Bee, I'm Mr. Mike, and I will be back here next week for another God's Good Creation VBS opening video.